Good morning. Happy Tuesday. It's November 12th, 2024. Got a lot to talk about. We've got some severe weather taking shape today and tomorrow. Do we have another hurricane? Is it going to make some impacts? I'll get into some more details here in just a second. First, let's get into the marginal threats today and tomorrow. All right, we're going to have a marginal risk severe weather taking shape in Texas, Amarillo, Texas, Plainview, Pampa, Borger, and Canyon, Texas. The main threat's going to be a wind and hail threat, 5 to 9% chances, and then a tornado threat. We're going to have 2 to 4% chances in these areas today. So if you have family or friends, the risk is very small, but you don't take anything lightly. Right now, we're going to have a marginal threat in Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and then we are going to have we're going to have a marginal risk over here on the West Coast. So Washington, Oregon, and Upper California. No tornado threat, no hail threat, just mainly a wind threat. And then over here in Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama, it's all going to be just mainly a wind threat and a tornado threat are likely. So if you have family or friends, just shoot them over this video that we're going to be seeing possibly some tornadoes. A marginal, couple brief tornadoes tomorrow. And we do have an elevated fire risk today and tomorrow. So if you plan on cooking, working on cars, or lighting anything on fire, just be careful if you're living over here in these areas. It's how wildfires start. All right. So if you plan on working on cars, bring them in the garage. If you plan on cooking, don't plan on cooking outside. It's very dry out here. So tomorrow's threat's going to be over here on the East Coast, fire risk. And these are our temperature outlooks for the next 6 to 10 days, with dark blue indicating below average, below normal temperatures. And then if you're in the dark red, you're going to be above normal temperatures. Dark blue indicating the heavier areas of where temperatures are going to be colder, and then the dark red indicating it's going to be a lot hotter than average. And then the white, you're going to be in the neutral zone. So you're going to be basically about the same temperatures you've been receiving. This is the rain forecast for the next 6 to 10 days. The heaviest rain right here in North Texas, Oklahoma, southern Kansas. And then just these great green shades just indicate where all the rain's going to be. So if you're in green, you're going to receive some rain, with obviously the darker green, heavier rain. So let's talk about this disturbance. Got a little more information. As now most of these models are indicating a strong hurricane moving into the Gulf here within the next few days. It's going to start forming up really soon. And it's just going to kind of meander down here in this area right here. It's just going to kind of hang out. It's going to cause a lot of storm surge into Mexico. It's going to bring a lot of heavy rainfall into Mexico. And then it's going to start moving northwest in this direction by the weekend, by early next week. So we could see right here on radar, share with you, this is current. See all this activity taking shape. So it's going to be a tropical storm first. And here's the names. Here's the current names. So Sarah would be the next name on the list. And as you can see, we've got a lot of activity taking shape. I don't think hurricane season is over, folks. It's not. I mean, I think personally, we may see a hurricane or a tropical storm moving in December. I think it's possible, just with all the activity that we have going on. I mean, we still have a lot of activity taking shape. Hurricane season's far from over. Far from over. So yeah, that's the direction that's we're potentially think it's going to go. These are the ensemble low pressure, uh, centers indicating that we're going to see something strong here and moving northwest. Here's basically our sea surface temperatures. You can see down here in the Caribbean, it's still pretty warm. That's why we still have a lot of activity taking shape. So now we could see right there near Florida, it's a little bit green there, so it's a little bit colder. So if it does hit directly, if it does hit Florida directly, it will weaken a little bit. Will weaken. Just depends on how strong this hurricane. Because now all these models now are indicating a strong hurricane moving into the Gulf. A strong hurricane. Now, whether if it, it all depends on where it hits. But again, it's still going to be pretty strong. But we also have to face wind shear too. How's the wind shear gonna hold up with this? Because if it makes direct impacts, which the GFS has been pretty right, guys. The GFS, you could see the date 11/19. You can see 19th. See the 20th here. So we can anticipate between the 20th and the 22nd of making some impacts here. And this high pressure here is going to block it from going straight out. This time of year, all these systems, they move straight out to sea. But the thing is with this high pressure blocking it, it's not going to allow it. That's what it is this high pressure is a blocker. It's not going to allow it to move directly out into sea. So, but all these models now are indicating a strong hurricane as these are dipping down into 937. I seen at 932 millibars. Very strong hurricane moving in. So it just all depends on how strong it is too. It could just weaken into a tropical storm. It's very possible. So can't rule it out just yet. And right now the GFS is indicating a strong system moving in. See minimal of 4 inches moving in through a little north of Cape Coral, through Palm Bay, Daytona Beach, down Tampa, down to Cape Coral. But I think it could really be anywhere, south of that. But again, we're still about a week out, so things could change, things could shift just a little bit differently. So just got to take consideration that this is indicating it's going to be strong. It's going to hit pretty strong, because you're talking 11 inches just in Orlando. Sorry, not New Orleans, Orlando, and then Daytona Beach here about 7 inches, a little bit less than 7 inches here. Well, this would be the impact zone according to the GFS model. But as the situation unfolds, please make sure to like, follow, and share this information. Comment down below, your concerns, comments, thoughts. Yeah, I know it's November. However, this time of year, we're still in hurricane season. I potentially think we're going to see even more systems forming up, just from what I'm seeing. But this is just one model here, and once we get closer, I'll share all these crazier models, what we'll see, what kind of impacts. But again, if we see any impacts, I think it's going to be where in this potential area, and then maybe even we'll see even impacts more towards the southern part. So I think this is a good spot, and down here towards southern Florida. So, this is just current right now. So things could change up again, like I said. But as the situation unfolds, I'll keep you guys updated and posted. Please make sure to like, follow, and share. And appreciate all the love and support. And if you don't mind, go over to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe there. And I got a Facebook page as well. Don't forget to like that page over there as well, in case something ever happens to TikTok. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.